desk mic for Richard Branson's Rockets. That's being scrapped for tomorrow for technical issues. So some people just, I guess, a little bit concerned as to whether that space tourism dream might be pushed back even further than it already had been.
Virgin, of course, been swept up in some of the retail frenzy around stocks, and I'm kind of stealing a chart that Taylor already shone her light upon at the beginning of the two. I want to bring it back because it's such a good one. On a week where we've seen record inflows into equity funds, $58 billion over the last week or so, we're currently seeing the trading frenzy continue as well. 15.8 billion of shares are trading hands on average at the moment. We haven't seen these sorts of lofty levels since back in March when we're at the height of the pandemic. So clearly this sort of desire to trade at the moment is still front and center. All eyes, of course, on that investigation into what happened between Robinhood and GameStop next week. Meanwhile, just thinking back to this time in March, thinking back to what the ramifications have been for education, online education in particular, well, it skyrocketed during the pandemic. However, many are now, or perhaps ready to want to go back to school. We're seeing the CDC today give some sort of a guidance that perhaps we should see schools reopening as swiftly as possible. And overall, we're hearing from the community. Let's take a listen.
I want to be clear. With the release of this operational strategy, CDC is not mandating that schools reopen. These recommendations simply provide schools a long-needed roadmap for how to do so safely under different levels of disease in the community.
We're interested on the show, though, of when we open up these schools, what it will mean for the longevity of online education. Let's get it straight from the horse's mouth. We're pleased to welcome Chip Paucek. He's CEO and co-founder of 2U. It's an online education company, usually at the higher end, so we're thinking of people going to university and to college as well and the like. But Chip, your perspective on, well, has this been the birth that you wanted of online education to everyone's front and center mind? Or do you think that this is potentially bring a backlash?
No, I would say online education is here to stay, Carolyn. So if you look at 2U, we partner with 75 different great nonprofit universities, including your alma mater, Oxford, across the world, offering over 500 different programs ranging from high-quality online degrees, online short courses, online technical boot camps where you can learn coding or fintech or project management. And I would say, this moment in times of COVID has made people's consideration set change, no question. People are considering online education in a way that they weren't before. But, we've been doing this 13 years, and I would tell you, when you do it well, it can be exceptionally high quality. So great universities are seeing this as a digital transformation.